Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome to a brand new series on the channel. If you're new to this channel, please like, comment and subscribe. Any F1 content you want to see and you want to watch. Anyway, today we're going to be doing the 3RW as a community title. Obviously I mentioned this yesterday in my Monaco career mode, hopefully you check that out. Do not complain about my driving skill in that or this video or any other videos I'm going to show you. Thank you, I really appreciate that. Anyway, this is going to be 3 reasons why. So I'm going to take any track, any driver, anything you guys want in the comments below. I'm going to say 3 reasons why I like the track, and 3 reasons why I don't like the track. Here we are. As you can see by the screen right now, I am starting with Suzuka. I'm going to be driving the 1988 McLaren MP4 because one of my favourite F1 cars. I will do a video on that as well. 3 reasons why on that. But this is why I made the channel, the 3 reasons why. I think because I was, there's pros and cons of everything. And so yeah, I just want to see how it goes. But this is the first episode around Suzuka, Japan. So the first reason why I absolutely love the Suzuka Grand Prix is just the layout. Like, as you can see there, like it's weird because it goes back on itself. Like the 130R is over a bridge going towards the hairpin where Schumacher retired in 2006. Yeah, it's just it's quite an obscene, like a weird, a unique sort of layout. Obviously, you've got the spoon corner which goes back onto the straight, going towards 130R. You've got the center, you've got the Suzuka S's, which everyone loves, but I'll get onto that a bit later on. You've obviously got the Ferris wheel and basically like the theme park at the back. It's just a lovely layout of the track. The track is just amazing. I don't know why it's not loading, but hey ho, it's just like a talking video this, so I don't really care if it's just loading. I think the game's crashed, not gonna lie though, but oh well. But anyway, yeah, so that's the first thing. The first thing I love about the Suzuka Grand Prix track in Japan is just the layout. The second thing I love about the Suzuka track is just the racing there. Like, obviously 1990, 1989 and 1990 you had the Prost and Senna instance, which brought controversy, yes, but it brought, rival vans to it. I don't know why it's not loading, I'm sorry guys. I'll back out if I can. I can't even do that. Cool. Right, I don't care. I'm just talking, so it doesn't really matter if it's just loading. So, but yeah, it's just like, there's good exciting racing. There's obviously, the instance I talked about, which brought controversy, yes, but it brought good nail-biting thrill to the sport of F1. We had obviously Alonso, when he passed on the start straight, one of McLaren, it wasn't. It was just beautiful sounding. That 2005 Renault. Ooh. And then you had obviously Alonso again, complaining about GP2 engines in his 2017 McLaren. So that was fun. But the racing is just, I feel like with Suzuka, it's quite, it could be flenched with rain. It could be bone dry, and it still could be a good race. It's just like, it's one of the tracks that even if it's dry or wet, it can still produce the same sort of spectacle around, and I love it for that. The third reason why I love Suzuka is it's video games. Basically, I used to play Forza back in the day before I got PS4, and Japan was always a track that I'd take good cars, like drift cars for example, through the S's, because it would just be a good drift circuit. And even though like planted cars, like F1 cars for example, are good around sort of the chicane just before the start of straight. Even the S is going up towards the hairpin and spoon corner 130R. It's just a good, again, bringing it back to the layout, it's just an overall good track. Like, there is loads of things to, you know, like it's a very balanced circuit. Like there's speed, there's straight on speed, there's fast corners, there's slow corners. It's just what it is. Right, now it's the controversy now. 3 things I do not like about Suzuka. Number 1 is the S's. Yes, I've always said, I've seen people do like tier list videos. If you want to see that, let me know in the comments below. But I've always said I don't really like. I think the S's in Suzuka are a bit overrated. That might just because I'm not good at them in games, because I always like mess my car up and set it up for the straights or whatever, and the fast corners. For the S's I just understeer wide all the time. But it might be that. But like, I find the S's obviously in the Maggotts and Beckett's in Silverstone, or even the S's at Kota, where there's sort of like different shapes and different, like with Suzuka it's basically the same S pretty much. With Kota there's different sort of angles you can take, and Maggotts and Beckett's is just obviously Maggotts and Beckett's, you can't complain. But yeah, it's just the S's. Number 2 is with what happened. I can't really say it's the track's fault, I just don't like it. It's put a dark cloud over Suzuka for me for this. It is the Jules Bianchi crash. If you're not aware, 2014 Japanese Grand Prix, it was soaking wet. Adrian Sutil crashed off at 130R, which caused safety car to come out or whatever, I believe. And there was like cranes and trucks coming out to try and retrieve the car from 130R. Obviously it was soaking wet, so Jules Bianchi's Marussia must have had an incident at 130R, went straight on into the truck, the crane that was lifting Sutil's car. He was in hospital for ages. In 2015, unfortunately, Jules passed away, and his amazing talent and potential had left the sport of Formula 1. Luckily, well, I said luckily, Charles Leclerc has picked up the baton, left from his godfather, and he's run with it completely fine. Fingers crossed. And he's a great driver. He's one of my favourite drivers because of his backstory, etc. But it's like with Imola, with Senna's death, it's just put a dark cloud over Suzuka with it, with Bianchi. Because I saw him on the F1. I've been an F1 fan since 2000 odd, like when Schumacher was winning races. And I understood the potential of Jules Bianchi. Bearing in mind, I was 14 at the time when he crashed. And I was watching the race live, and it just pained me to watch it, because it was a youthful, potentially a world champion driver in Bianchi having his life tore away just like that. So pay a moment of respect, Jules Bianchi. Cool. And the third thing I don't like about Suzuka, I'm trying to think of it, because I do like Suzuka quite a lot, but like, there's not really much to it. Like I've already talked about the layout. I love the layout, so I can't say anything about that. Like, it's okay. Third thing I don't like about Suzuka is it's easy to get wrong, like especially through Spoon. You can easily, I think Vettel and Verstappen had an incident there a couple of years ago. But like, you're going too wide, you think it's going to, and then you just understeer, and you hit. Like Vettel went into Verstappen, spun round. That's what, like, the Spoon corner is very easy to get wrong. Don't get me wrong, it's a great corner, it's a great track in general. It's easy to get wrong, and it's quite infuriating when you're on the limit. Like, for example, on the game, obviously I'm not a F1 driver at all. I wish I was, but I'm not. And you're in a game, you're on the lobby, and you've just overtaken someone on the outside, going to Spoon. They try and go inside, you leave them enough space, they understeer and hit you off and spin in your last place. That is your game done at that point. But anyway, lads, and I've been ranting. Not seen any gameplay. You've seen the loading screen, but that's just my PS4 probably just messing up there. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, comment what tracks, drivers, F1 cars you'd like to see. About that, because obviously I'll run through it all. I don't really mind either. So if you have a suggestion about any track, any driver, any car that's ever happened in F1, let me know in the comments below, and I'll get around to doing an episode on that suggestion. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and you have a good day. I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.